Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob Chestnut, and joining me today, as always...
Whoa. Your last name is what? I've always referred to you as Professor Jacob.
You didn't think that my last name was Jacob.
Is Jacob, and his first name is Professor. I mean,
Jacob can be a last name.
Class 101.
No. It can be, but it's not mine.
This is new news to me. How many lessons are we in now, huh? What is this? Like week 14, 13, and I'm just now learning your last name?
Well, I'm just now starting to feel comfortable enough with you to start, giving out that information.
Well, that's very sweet. Thank you.
I could finally trust you with my last name.
Okay, Professor Chestnut. Jesus.
Oh,
I bet you're made fun of in school.
That's my father's name. Call me Professor Jacob. Or it will reflect poorly on your grades.
Okay.
Joining me today, as always, is my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Say hello to everybody, Mr. Curtis.
Why, thank you, Professor. It is my pleasure to be here. Thank you, Professor.
Is my pleasure to have you here.
Oh, Professor, please, no, the pleasure is all mine.
Your pleasure brings me so much pleasure.
Can we stop talking about pleasuring each other? I feel like this is kind of inappropriate in a classroom.
From me.
I'm so pleasured by you.
I'm gonna call my mom.
Pleasure is
I'm gonna call my mom. I feel under duress. I'm gonna call my mom.
Hush, Corbin. Hush,
well,
Corbin.
we took your Rotom phones at the door, so they're in the phone prison.
This whole vibe just feels off today with you, Professor. Are you okay?
Well, maybe it's because I haven't introduced you yet. Joining me is the one student who even bothers to show up in person in class, is our wonderful trainer in training, Corbin.
Hey, it's your boy.
You are not my boy. I made sure of that.
I'm sorry? What does that
mean? Sorry, you were referring to the slang term boy.
Was there a possibility that... Oh my god. Are you saying that you might be my dad?
Wait,
Dad?
I'm 10. That's preposterous.
Oh, no, that's impossible.
No way.
I'm only 20.
Oh. I mean, puberty can hit quicker in some people. So
I know, your voice is quite deep for a 10-year-old.
It is! I can't wait till I turn 11. I'm going to be a very rich bass. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I do, but I hate how you said it. Okay. As we normally do in these classes, I started off with the dwindling hope that you remember what we talked about at all last class. So does anybody here remember the Pokemon that we talked about last time?
I know this because you fucking, I had to go to the hospital afterwards. Butterfree.
Nope. That is not correct, sir.
Butterfree.
I know what it may be the effect of the Butterfree dust that it is a short-term memory loss. It appears that you have completely forgotten our lesson on Weedle, which was what we learned about last time.
See, you asked which Pokemon...
That hairy, wormy boy.
See, I was thinking the last Pokemon that I saw, and I said hi to Matterpie, who's outside by the tree next to the schoolyard. On the way here.
Matterpie the Caterpie, Danger, Mutterfree the Butterfree.
Matterpie, who is now a Butterfree, yes.
Yes.
Exactly. But I saw him, I didn't get too close this time, because I want to go back to the hospital.
It's so hard not to with those beautiful eyes.
Matterpie, beautiful. Chef's kiss, sucks me right in. What a beauty. If I had a Pokeball, I'd take him home, but you won't let me.
Nope. Too dangerous. Too dangerous for a fledgling trainer like yourself.
He has to stay here where the experienced bug trainers can keep an eye on him.
Yep, which are... It's actually what the school is known for, is our experienced bug trainers.
Where, do you have any? I don't see any. It's literally just the three of us half the time.
Let me just say my experiments with multiple Spinarak colony transformations have been known throughout the Professor Assistant Association worldwide.
let me just get this out there. The bug experts are not Mr. Curtis. Right?
He thinks he is, but he is not.
He's not. I mean, I know that's why he originally came to this school, was to become a bug expert, but well, that didn't quite pan out for you, did it there, Mr. Curtis?
Hey, I learned so much from studying you, Professor, and that is...
Wait, you studied me?
Studying you and what you have to give to all of your classes.
Oh, okay.
And that's far better than any, innate proficiency and destiny as the ultimate bug master, Pokemon trainer, gym leader that I was meant to be. I'm much happier here as an assistant to you, Professor. So,
the ultimate bug master gym leader, or as it's also known, still a pretty bad gym leader.
That's just me.
Because bug type Pokemon suck.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Normally I would have agreed with you, but Matterpie's the tits. Let's be honest. I love me some Matterpie. He's the one exception. Golisopod's pretty cool.
We are leagues away from talking about Golisopod.
We're like 9 summer breaks away from Golisopod.
I mean, if that's how we're dividing up the school year, or we'll figure it out as we go. But
that's how school works. Yep.
We're not talking about a fun Pokemon today. No. Instead, we are talking about the evolved form. No, the evolved form of Weedle. Do either of you know who that is?
Spinarak. You said we weren't talking about a fun Pokemon.
It's Cocoon Boy. Kakuno. That's it.
No.
Kakuna.
Close.
Kakuna. That's the Alolan pronunciation. Kakuna.
Ah, very, very worldly of you. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, here in the fuck, where are we? The Kanto. That's where we are.
Man, that Butterfree did a number on you.
Dude, I'm hitting my 20s. The memory is the first thing to go. Anyways, here in the Kanto region, we call it Kakuna.
Right?
Ooh. Kakuna. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know that you guys all know that because we do live in the Kanto region, so you've probably heard that. I mean, it's not like this is a rare Pokemon. I
literally see it on my walk home like every other day. Like, it's not. I know what this thing is. It looks like a giant fucking turd just chilling in some trees. Okay.
That's what your turds look like?
Yeah. Yeah, I ate a lot. There's a lot of roughage in my poop.
You might want to go see the doctor about that.
There's a lot of roughage in my poop.
Go see the Chansey after school.
I don't need a Chansey to look inside my butthole. I have the professor. Hi, Jacob.
No.
Oh.
Hey, who wants to look at the Pokemon? Here it is. There it is. I threw the Pokeball. It's out. We can see the Pokemon right in front of us. There it is. That's what a Kakuna looks like. Notice how it's...
Yeah, that definitely looks like poop.
Now, I know you're saying, hey, how is this Pokemon different from, a Pokemon that we've talked about previously, Metapod? Well, it's yellow. I know, and also you can, if you look at it at the front of it, it has it's like a little tie pattern. I always imagine that they're wearing like little ties.
Well, that's cute.
I think they're cute.
Not as cute as Butterfree's little gloves, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's little chubby hands. Looks like little gloves.
It's little baby gripplers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about with the Kakuna before we put him back in his Pokeball? I mean, what else is there to talk about?
He looks kind of hard.
Yes, true. He is a cocoon because, like Metapod,
is it all jelly inside?
It doesn't specifically say its consistency. Well, you know what? It doesn't necessarily say it's jelly, but it is confirmed that it is soft on the inside. In fact, it says that the harder the outside is, the softer the inside is. So take that for what you will.
So
that's kind of getting.
Oh, okay.
That's getting into the Pokedex entries. So if you guys don't have anything to say about Kakuna, I don't blame you. I will take and put him right back into his Pokeball.
Hey, he's listening. Well, not anymore.
Is he though? He doesn't have any ears.
Well,
he senses the vibrations in the goo. It's okay, Kakuna. He's okay.
Gone. He's not here. You're comforting
Curtis
nothing.
You're talking to the floor again, Curtis.
You're talking to the floor.
It's
There's
okay.
no Pokemon there.
God, man.
That's
fumes did a number on us.
See that?
That's a big yellow eraser. I know they look very similar in shape and function.
You're right.
But
of course I knew that. That was just my practice for like when I would be stroking lovingly the real Kakuna.
Ooh, do not stroke a Kakuna. Okay, I will say there is a difference between a Kakuna and a Metapod, and that is a Kakuna is a little bit better at defending itself. But let's get into these Pokedex entries.
Yeah, don't stroke things without permission, Mr. Curtis, please.
Yeah, that's how we get into trouble.
Oh, my
Exactly.
apologies.
All right, guys. Which region should we start in today? What region you want to hear the Pokedex entries from first?
Ooh, how about Kanto? We never start there.
That's a good idea. I will start in the motherland.
The
Kanto.
motherland. Yes.
Motherland.
Let's start where we call it home. Come on. Sorry, that was my Galar accent coming out.
Was that? Yeah, that was your Galar. I was doing I don't know, the Unova region.
I don't know what that was.
It
may have been Siberian. It may have been Siberian. I couldn't tell what that was.
I love that Pokemon.
No, not the Pokemon. The region, Siberian. Well, they all look like these.
That's the evolved form. That's one of the evolved forms of Eevee, right?
Siberian? No, but it sounds like it should be.
Yeah.
Could be. That's what they should have named the ice type one instead of Glaceon.
Ugh.
Oak,
we need to have a conversation.
Now.
Well, Oak didn't name it.
Okay, Rowan.
I mean,
need to have a conversation.
Eevee's not that cool of a Pokemon because it may have all the forms that it does, but it doesn't have a bug type. If
Not
it
yet.
doesn't have a bug type. It's not good
I don't
enough
know
for
if it
Mr.
ever
Curtis.
will.
I guess we'll find out. Maybe in some regions that we haven't been to, maybe it does evolve into a bug type.
I mean, the only one that we haven't found yet that I expect to find is a Dragon type evolution for Eevee. I don't think there's going to be any other ones.
I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of thing to activate it later on. We'll have to find out.
Maybe I'll take an Eevee home to my Spinneret colony, see what we can get going on.
Just let it get freaky with some.
That's right.
Yeah, if you wrap it in enough of web,
it becomes
it turns into a ghost type. Aww.
Wah, wah. All right, Pokedex,
Okay.
let's go.
Kanto region for Kakuna, the boring Pokemon. That's what its fucking category should be. The boring Pokemon. Hey guys, I don't like Kakuna.
That's mean.
Almost incapable of moving. Almost a little bit. This Pokemon can only harden its shell to protect itself from predators. A fact that we will soon see is completely false. This Pokedex entry is complete bullshit. Don't listen to it. Because
Wait, so it can do more than harden its shell?
Literally, in the very next Pokedex entry, it says, able to move only slightly, which is about the same thing that's in the first one. It goes on to say, when endangered, it may stick out its stinger and poison its enemy.
Oh, I see.
So that is something else it can do to protect itself.
Yeah, it's not like Metapod. It's not just a fucking lard that sits there. No offense.
Yeah, and if you here's the thing about Kakuna, right? Like if you tip Kakuna over, its gushy innards are gonna come spilling out like Metapod.
God, that's gross.
All right, because it is virtually motionless, it may appear dead inside. Same. However, a new body is being made.
Ooh, plastic surgery.
Sorry, I think I read that wrong. Because it is virtually motionless, it may appear dead, period. Inside, however, a new body is being made.
Oh.
Sorry, the whole dead inside thing just
Really
struck a chord with me. Yeah, so.
I feel you. Hey, you want to talk about it?
No. You know what I do want to talk about, though?
What?
The Johto region Pokedex entries for Kakuna.
I'm sure they're better than the Kanto.
Nope. Although it is a cocoon, it can move a little. I guess sensing a theme here.
It can move.
A theme here. Only
It's a
a little,
cocoon.
though.
Only a bit.
It is mobile.
It can extend its barb if it is attacked. From this form, it will grow into an adult.
Ooh.
As its body becomes softer, the external shell hardens. See, that's what I was talking about. Like, the harder the outside, the softer the inside.
Okay.
They have come up with so many different ways of saying this. It's pretty impressive. Nearly incapable of movement. It leans against stout trees while waiting for its evolution.
Or stout Charizard bellies. Rotund bellies, actually.
Yeah, those are rotund.
Those are not stout, those are rotund.
Its legs are stout.
Excuse me. It leans against rotund legs. I mean, rotund belly, stout legs of a Charizard.
It might even hide in it. It's a little belly.
Hide in it?
Yeah. Oh, they hide. They like to hide.
If they're hiding inside of a Charizard, that means a Charizard ate it.
I mean...
Charizard flames can't melt Kakuna shells.
Yes, they can. They can melt anything.
Well...
Oh, that's right. That was
no, we can't. We can't.
I don't know about anything.
No, anything. They can melt anything.
Anything.
All right, let's move on to the Hoenn region. Birch, let's hear what you got, buddy. Let's make this boring Pokemon interesting, please.
That shit hard!
Nope, but he does continue on with the tradition. Kakuna remains virtually immobile.
Man.
As it clings to a tree. However, on the inside, it is extremely busy as it prepares for its coming evolution. This is evident. This next part is actually interesting. This is evident from how hot the shell becomes to the touch.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Shell
a
becomes hot
Kakuna's
to the
shell
touch.
is actually hot.
Well, hot damn, don't hug your Kakuna, trainers.
Well, I don't think it's like burn your hands hot. I think it's just like warm.
Never mind, if it's winter, put a Kakuna under your bed sheets.
Yeah, dude, put it like right next to your feet to warm up your tootsies.
Right, but don't crush it.
What a
Be
good
mean.
idea.
Don't crush it. I don't know if you could crush it. But don't try, Mr. Curtis.
I mean,
okay.
yeah. Everything for the sake of experiment, right?
I mean, we gotta find out.
Not if you're killing Pokemon. Come on, guys.
I should say, for Metapod, there was a couple of Pokedex entries that kind of talked about how hard the shell is. There's no comparison to anything for the hardness of Kakuna's shell. Like, we don't know if it's as hard as iron or a slab of steel or whatever the fuck Metapod is.
Right.
This Pokemon this is still in the Hoenn region, by the way. This Pokemon is in a temporary stage while making its body. It is almost completely unable... You see, they got me. They didn't put it at the very beginning. They put it at a different part in this Pokedex entry. It is almost completely unable to move on its own. Guys, come on. Anything else about Kakuna, I beg you.
Nothing. It's just boring. Nothing to say.
Okay, one more from the Sinnoh region, and then that'll be all of our regional Pokedex entries. While awaiting evolution, it hides from predators under leaves and in nooks of branches.
Ooh, I like nooks.
So, where were the two places that it hid?
Leaves and nooks of branches.
Yeah,
And
can you be a little bit more specific with the leaves there, Corbin?
Oak
under
leaves.
the leaves?
On top of them?
No, under them.
Next
Under
to them?
the leaves.
Okay, there you go.
Under the leaves.
There
meant what's
Let's just blend into them with its camouflage, because again, it's yellow.
bright yellow.
Bright yellow, almost as if it's saying, I'm right here, come eat me.
Well, I mean, I guess it could hide in fall leaves, you know what I mean? Yellow leaves in fall.
All right, let's move on to the unique Pokedex entries. Well, it looks like Ash has only clocked this one time, so, and there are no other unique entries, so this will be quick. Kakuna, a transitional stage between Weedle and Beedrill. Kakunas remain inactive until they evolve into deadly Beedrills and hatch. Not necessarily in that order. I think they hatch and then they turn into a Beedrill.
No, I don't think so. I think it hatches as a Beedrill. That'd make more sense,
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it happens at the same time.
Okay, you think it's a coincidence? It happens together.
They do glow as those Beedrills come out. So.
I mean, every Pokemon glows as it's evolving.
Right, that's my point. As it hatches, it is evolving at the same time.
All right. Anyways, that does it for the Pokedex entries here. Would you guys like to hear a random snippet on Kakuna biology I found in a magazine by the dumpster?
Boy, do I
yes,
ever.
very good. Dumpster.
It may have
I'd love to get my reading from the dumpster. I could find all sorts of interesting things in there.
Again, uncredited, unsourced. Let's have a critical eye when we read this. Kakuna is a yellow cocoon-like Pokemon. All right. So far, so good.
Man, this is dumpster news. You know what else is dumpster news? Delphox news. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible biased news. Just thought I'd point that out.
All right.
Okay, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I want to get into politics here, but I mean, great Pokemon, bad news articles. Kakuna has a dome-shaped head and black triangular eyes. It has 2 scythe-like arms in the middle of its body. Is that what those are?
What?
Are those supposed to be its arms?
What?
No. That can't be right.
No way.
This is utter bullshit. I'm sorry. This is just completely insane. Okay.
Fake news.
Fake Delphox news.
Delphox
Well,
news.
is that I thought that's where the barb came out from.
I assumed that it came out from its like
No, it comes out of its pee-pee.
Its little butt area.
Yeah, it comes out of its
Pee-pee?
pee-pee. Yeah, it shoots out of its
Pee-pee?
pee-pee.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
But I was thinking because like it's very much like a because a Weedle. Okay, well this is a good learning moment. Where are Weedle's poison barbs?
On their head, right?
And where is the other one?
On
On
its
its
butt.
behind.
You have 2. You got 2,
Yes,
right?
on its tail. So if a barb's gonna come out from anywhere, I would guess it's gonna come out
Of
from
its
the head
penis.
or butt of the Kakuna.
This is a scientific classroom. You must use scientific terms, Corbin.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, please say urethra.
Sorry. Dick!
Much better. Thank you, Corbin.
Is that what we're naming our Kakuna, Richard?
Yeah. Richard, that works.
Okay. Dick the Kakuna.
Dick the
I must
Weedle.
remind students,
Dick
please
the
do
Weedle.
not dick the Kakuna.
Dick the Weedle, Dick the Kakuna.
Yeah, we're not going to change his name like Matterpie. He doesn't get that privilege. We'll just call him Dick.
Yeah,
Dick the Weedle, Dick the Kakuna, Dick the Beedrill.
It's dicks all the way down.
Dicks for life, man.
Okay, when it comes close to evolving, its body gives off heat that makes it warm to the touch.
I didn't get to Professor, I didn't get to
Yeah.
Professor, I didn't
Go on.
Professor, I didn't get a
Please.
chance to touch your dick, so I didn't know if it's
Here,
warm
let
or
me
not.
let me just take my dick out and then we can.
Is your dick warm to the touch?
Well, it's not close to evolving yet, but
Well, let me
give
know
it
when it
some
does.
time. This one
I
takes
mean,
a little time to warm up.
Once it starts to grow, let me give it a feel.
Oh, see, hey, Pokemon can be fun, guys. Come on, learning Pokemon biology isn't all boring. Kakuna remains virtually immobile and waits for evolution, often hanging from tree branches by long strands of silk. Okay, I mean...
Does silk come out of your dick, Professor?
I think we should change the name of Kakuna. This was probably a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
When attacked, however, it can extend its poison barbs. Kakuna nests in temperate forests and misty wooded areas. I guess the wooded areas have to be misty.
If it ain't musty, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and occasionally it will also nest at the mouth of tunnels and caves. Okay.
Okay. All right.
That does it for the Pokedex entries.
Wow.
I know, right? Very interesting. Are you guys ready for the exciting...
I have never been more engaged in my life. Let's do it.
Hit
Okay,
me up
I
for
mean,
that quiz, Professor.
I'm sure
ready.
you've remembered everything that I've told you about this Pokemon. I mean, guys, if I were to ask you how much this Pokemon can move, what would be your answer?
A lot.
No,
Very almost immobile.
Almost immobile.
in regards to how much this Pokemon can move, it is little.
Very, 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 very small amount.
All right, let's get this
Okay.
easy peasy quiz over with.
Yes. All right. So, you guys have your pens and pencils and your Rotom Pokedexes put away.
What? No, we always
Wait,
we always send the answers through the Rotom
Laptop,
laptops.
not
yes.
the Pokedex.
Rotom
Oh,
laptop,
excuse
not
me. I
Rotom
didn't hear you
Pokedex.
correctly.
Yeah,
Sorry.
everything's Rotom nowadays.
Gotcha.
Kids and their Rotom this and their Rotom that. I can't keep...
Totally.
Sir,
What?
Please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was directly in my ear.
Sorry.
If you could not.
Sorry. Even though I'm sitting way over here on the other side of the classroom, I'm sorry that you felt it in your ear.
Okay.
The wind.
Question number 1. Yeah, the rancid wind from your disgusting burp made it all the way here. Question number 1. Where does Kakuna hide from predators? There are 2 different locations where Kakuna will hide from predators.
Where do you hide your dick, Professor?
Well, my dick hides itself, unfortunately.
Time to lose some weight. No, I'm just kidding.
This is normally when I like to take a quick nap.
All right, I got it in. No time for a nap, Professor. It's time to learn.
All right, already.
Okay, Corbin has responded with under leaves and behind stout, not rotund trees.
Gotta make sure you get it right.
Hey, Corbin, let me ask you, what is behind a tree? Which part of the tree is behind it?
The part that's not facing the predator.
But how much does the Kakuna move?
I mean, it just picks a spot.
can't
There's
move.
not a lot of visibility and it just chills.
Let me read you.
Oh, I know now. I remember the answer.
Let me
it's
read
under
you,
twigs. Isn't it?
No, also no.
Oh.
Okay, Mr. Curtis's thoughtful answer is, in all caps, under the leaves and in the nooky bits of branches.
Ah.
So it's in the nooks of branches specifically.
That's what it was.
But
My bad.
I'm gonna give that to you. I think I'm feeling
What?
generous today.
What,
There you
Professor?
go. There you
Excuse
go.
me, that was completely wrong.
It wasn't completely wrong.
Yes,
I mean,
it was.
They behind a
A
mean.
part of a branches and one is part of the tree trunk.
I mean, a branch is part of a tree trunk.
He
kinda.
is right. He's right, Corbin. Maybe I shouldn't
No,
give you
I
this
mean,
point.
look, a branch is part of the tree. I still got that right. He's hiding in the tree. I said under the leaves, and
I don't know.
he's hiding
I
in the tree.
remember a very distinct question where I answered appropriately, and I was not given the answer because of specificity reasons. So I feel like this is a little bit.
It's
of
a new
favoritism,
day.
Professor.
It's a new day. It's a new beginning. All right. I think he's gonna give it to me.
Yeah, envy is not a good color on you, Mr. Curtis.
It's not.
I think I think Corbin has earned this point.
That's right. Yeah.
And if you keep sassing me, boy, I think I might just take your point away.
Yeah. Keep your colors
My
to
apologies,
yourself.
Professor.
We
I don't know
don't
what came
like
over me.
coloreds around here.
No,
Isn't that right,
you can't.
Professor?
No. Okay, you know what? I take it back, Corbin. You don't get the point.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. What, did I say something wrong?
Well, yeah. Okay. Question number 2. What is Kakuna's number 1 defense against predators?
Ooh.
It's number 1 defense, you said.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say active defense. How does it get rid of
I know.
predators? So, Corbin has responded with stinger in its butt/penis.
Oh, whoa.
I think they call that a cloaca.
Ah, fancy.
Yes,
I learned so much from you.
combination- A combination butt and urethra is a cloaca. So
Hey, Professor, how do I shave my cloaca?
you do not have one.
Oh, I thought you just said I did.
I'm learning. I'm taking copious amounts of notes. This is all good material.
For what?
For his comedy act later on.
For what?
Yeah, what are you taking notes on there, Mr. Curtis?
Oh, well, I mean, everything you say, Professor, goes in a notebook.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Do you pay him to get a transcript, Professor, of just every class?
Oh no, I don't share it with anyone. He doesn't get to see my notes.
Why do you need a transcript/notes? We have literally
taking-
an audio recording for every student around the world to listen to.
Well,
I'm
okay,
attacked.
but do you want to sit and listen and go through all of those recordings, or do you just want to look at your notes where you've written down the important things?
I listen to every lesson 4 times before I go to bed. Are you kidding me?
That explains
Wow.
the amount of downloads we've been getting.
Wow, that surprised me. That's almost as good as I do. I mean, I definitely listen to it 6 times while I read over the transcript itself. But you're
Jesus,
getting
all
pretty
right,
close there.
above and beyond. All right.
So Curtis's answer for the second question, which I'm sure people have forgotten by now, was what is Kakuna's number 1 defense? He wrote, It makes itself really hard and pokes with its sharp stinger. Yes, that is correct. So you guys both got the whole, like, hidden poison stinger in there.
Its
it's
butt
like
penis, yeah.
And, I mean, it could be in its head. It never really said where the stinger is coming out of. That magazine article seems to surmise that it's coming from its weird scythe-like arms. But again, I don't believe those are arms.
I don't think that's bullshit. If anything, they're wings.
They aren't. It's just a cocoon. It's one solid thing. It doesn't move.
It's just a cocoon.
Okay. Question number 3. What is one external evidence of the activity that is happening within the shell? All right. So Corbin responded with, it turns yellow.
Yep. That's it.
Good.
And then Mr. Curtis said, its shell becomes nice and toasty to the touch.
You said you could tell by looking at it. You didn't say you could tell by feeling it.
I said external evidence. What can you tell from the outside? You put your hands on it. It's still on the outside
all right.
of it.
You should have been more specific then. That's
your
your fault.
specific.
Mr. Curtis, deduct a point from the
I knew
professor.
exactly what
Deduct a
you're
point from
talking
him.
about,
Deduct a point from a teaching
I
point.
don't have any points. You can't deduct points from me.
You can deduct points
I'm
from
sorry,
the teacher.
Corbin. You've been outvoted.
Nope.
That was a good question, Professor. All of your questions are perfect, and I never questioned you ever.
You know, I was a little bit worried. It was kind of difficult to come up with questions for Kakuna, as you guys may have noticed. There's not much to know about him, but I feel like this is a fairly well worded question. All right, you know what, Corbin? I'm gonna give you a chance to make it up.
Let's hear it. Come on.
Because the next question is this is more of an essay type question. It's very similar to what we did for Charmander. In fact, it's exactly what we did for Charmander. For the fourth point on this quiz, I would like for you to give me a hypothesis about some part of the Kakuna biology, and then give me a plausible answer to that hypothesis.
Ooh.
And if you really wow me here, Corbin, I might just give you enough bonus points. Is it
just me that's doing this, or is Mr. Curtis doing it as well?
Mr. Curtis is also doing it. But
I'm also doing this.
If you do it well enough, Corbin, I might give you bonus points to counteract that missed point. And don't forget to also provide an answer. The answer, of course, doesn't have to be correct. There's no way of knowing.
Well, as most scientists and students should know, a hypothesis is an if-then statement. That's what it is.
I mean, that's what they tell you in school, but let's be honest, it really isn't. I mean, if you want to word it as an if-then statement, that's fine by me.
I am.
Okay. Oh, you typing it out? Okay.
Yeah. Did you not want me to?
Fuck. I was just going to have you say it out loud.
I wrote it out. Too bad. You have to say it now.
I will read it. Yeah, I'm just trying. Yeah, sorry. I was entranced.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, man,
Kakuna... I was reading it in my head. If Kakuna loses a stinger on its head during transformation from Weedle, then perhaps that stinger splits into 2 stingers on its arms when it becomes a Beedrill.
Right? I mean, it's something to think about. It has a stinger or a little horn on its head, and then it's got a stinger on its butt. Then it becomes Kakuna. It's only got 1 again. What's happening to the one on its head? During the transformation, it splits into 2 little horns and 1 on each arm, and then boom. When it comes out, that horn that was on Weedle's head is now split into 2 on Beedrill's arms. Something to think about. Something to chew on. Something to mull over.
It is interesting. So I was a little bit worried that this didn't really have much to do with Kakuna and more to do with Weedle and Beedrill. But I guess you're saying that, like... So, you know what? That is true. Well, we know that inside the Kakuna, the Weedle is transforming and morphing into becoming what eventually becomes a Beedrill.
Of course.
But we don't really know exactly what goes on, and having a hypothesis for that
it's about Kakuna's transformation during that phase.
All right, I will give you back the point you missed.
Boom.
From the last question. Even though I feel as though it was worded quite well. Okay. So, moving on to Mr. Curtis's hypothesis. Oh god.
Good luck.
If the Kaun of the Kakuna, first of all, I mean, it's spelled Kakuna.
Excuse me.
Kakuna. Okay, I'm just gonna say, if the cocoon of the Kakuna is made by the Weedle, then it will have been made out of the same silk that Kakuna uses to hang from the tree, like your magazine clipping said.
What?
If then statement.
I don't think hypotheses are well.
I'm pretty sure when I
bred
was
in
little, I learned in school that most, if not all, hypotheses have to be an if-then statement.
That's just because they need to give students some kind of structure, or else they just do fucking stupid shit like, if the Kaun of the Kakuna is made by the Weedle, then it will be.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Curse, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
it will have been made. I mean, that seems like it's a given, Mr. Curtis.
Get him out of here.
But
Doesn't
it's not
count.
specifically stated in any of the Pokedex entries.
But it's also not specifically stated in any of the Pokedex entries that Kakuna actually makes silk. That isn't in any of the Pokedex entries. The only time it ever said that was in the bullshit magazine article I provided you.
Well, you know.
Give me one more. Give me one more, Mr. Curtis.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. You two talk while I think of a new one.
All right. In the meantime, I will ask Corbin if he knows what the next Pokemon we will be talking about is.
Let's see. Oh, I remember. It was my hypothesis. Beedrill. That's who's next.
Yes. Wow. I'm very surprised. We don't even have to waste any time trying to figure out what it's called.
Right.
Beedrill.
Okay, cool. I know it is. He's the mole one that has that long snout. He's got those long sort of little like digging claws. He drills in the ground because he loves it. Beedrill.
He drills because he loves it. Well, wouldn't it be called Drill Bee? Or Digger's Bee or something like that?
Oh, you might be right. Maybe Beedrill's somebody else. I know the name is Beedrill though.
Beedrill is the one that it's actually like three little like hexagons stuck together.
Ah.
That's a Beedrill.
I guess we'll have to see next week.
How's it coming, Mr. Curtis? Oh jeez, he's lost in the sauce.
Oh my god, why is he staring out the window foaming from the mouth? Mr. Curtis? Hello? Mr. Curtis? Curtis! Here, let me just spit on him. Mr. Curtis!
That was a good splat too with that. Was there some snot in that one?
A little bit. Let me get a little bit more.
Oh, there it is. Oh god.
Mr. Curtis, hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yes.
Might want to wipe your face.
Oh, sorry. I was just lost in my own world.
In the deep, dark, horrible reaches of his mind.
That's right. I had to dig deep.
Where he thinks about why he killed that Squirtle.
Okay.
That's not been proven. That's an ongoing investigation.
I'm so excited to read this production. Kakuna's distinctive yellow hue serves not only as a warning mechanism, its barb in parentheses, but also as a distinguisher from its fellow Cocoon Pokémon Metapod. Okay, I think that there seems to be there's an inkling of something that's may be described as a full thought in this. Can you describe this to me, Mr. Curtis, what you're trying to get at here?
Please.
I mean, I feel like the the kind of yellowish hue of the Kakuna serves more than just its as a warning mechanism to predatory Pokemon. It also allows the Kakuna to distinguish itself from other cocoon-like Pokemons like Metapod, and I know that way its local colony of Beedrills know, which ones are which and who to pick off and who to protect.
Okay, you know what? That's fair enough.
Do Beedrills
Beedrill
eat
are
Metapods?
very
Is that a
stupid.
thing?
No, not necessarily, but that they are extremely territorial, as we will find out in next week's lesson. But they are extremely territorial, so I can imagine if anything that isn't like yellow and
Looks
in
like
a
poop.
cocoon comes into their territory, they might want to attack it.
Right.
All right.
Or a
I will
hairy
give you
sharp
points
worm.
for that, Mr. Curtis. Listen, I understand how difficult it is to come up with observations of a Kakuna, as is shown by the Pokedex entries that we have.
Not for me. Not if you're a smart young trainer like me.
You're just very smart. I'm very proud of you.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Sorry, that's
you.
a little bit hard for me to say.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I don't know what comes over me when
Oh.
I try to say that. I'm proud of you. That's really weird. Okay, but anyways, we already talked about what Pokemon we'll be talking about next week. But before we end it, I just want to remind everybody: if you have questions and you wish to ask me, you can do so by sending us an email, a Gmail, a Gengar mail, at wwopokemon@gmail.com. Or you can tweet at us on the Twitters at WWOP Podcast. Anyways, until next week, class is dismissed.
One of these days, you gotta let me say that, Professor.